and welcome to today's video. So if you are new here, my name is Jennifer. I do videos on motherhood, lifestyle, travel, family vlogs, things of that sort. And I am currently 34 weeks pregnant and I have a 3.5-year-old. And I do a little series on here called Mama Mukbang Chats, and it's basically where I eat and I talk about what's going on, usually related to motherhood things. So if any of that interests you, be sure to subscribe to the channel and like this video for more content. And without further ado, let's get eating. So as you saw, I made frozen gimbap and frozen kimchi mandu, kimchi dumplings. If you haven't heard like the craze, frozen gimbap is just blown up everywhere, and I have yet to try the Trader Joe's version, but I've tried like versions from H Mart, and this actually is from Costco. I picked up last week, and yeah, so I'm ready to try. I haven't tried this one yet, so I'm ready to try it now. And the little sauce mixture that I made here is literally just Japanese mayo, the kewpie, and samjang, which is like a fermented bean paste. I am not explaining it well, but it's very good, I promise you. Anyway, all right. I did lose 2 of the dumplings because they got stuck to the paper towel, but it's fine. I just wanted like a little extra side thing anyway, so that's more than enough for me. Anyway, let's do the first test. So I do like to dip my gimbap into the little sauce for just a little extra flavor. Just like that, see? And then here we go. That's pretty good. Now, hands down, fresh, like handmade, hand-rolled gimbap is always best. But honestly, like rolling gimbap can be an art form. So it's nice that there's like these like quick options, especially when you're just like not in the mood to like go through the whole prep, because the prep is the hardest part, honestly. It's like prepping all the ingredients and then rolling it and all that stuff. So anyway, but this is pretty good, so that's exciting. So today's chat is all about 3rd trimester and basically getting ready for baby. So like I said, as baby number 2, I already have a 3.5-year-old. So we're getting ready. 34 weeks, so we're getting close. We're getting real close here. I just kind of wanted to talk about kind of the differences in my 2nd pregnancy, and also kind of what's to come, like how we're preparing and getting ready and all those things. So first off, this pregnancy has truly been more difficult than my first one, and there's a huge reason why for that. So my first pregnancy, I was pregnant during the pandemic. Like literally, you know, I found out I was pregnant in like January of that year. I'm pretty sure I told at the time when I was working, I told my boss like pretty soon after that, maybe like February, way sooner than I would have planned to have done it. But that is because I had previously miscarried and I was scared of traveling, and I think I was being asked to travel for work. Anyway, so I told him pretty on, and then of course March the world shut down, and so I was pregnant throughout my entire pregnancy. Mom brain. I was home during the majority of my pregnancy and very much well into like the first year that my daughter was born. So I didn't go anywhere. I didn't have like any other responsibilities other than being pregnant and then working from home. So I genuinely, like, I had no like physical stressors, things like that. So, you know, fast forward to how it's been going this past year, you know, the past 8 months or so, I have a 3-year-old, like a very active 3-year-old. She has activities. I have like housework. I have, there's just a lot of things happening that I can't just like lay around and like be pregnant. So that's been hard. But physically, it's been tougher. And now I know why. It's because baby brother, which I don't know if I mentioned, and if you didn't know, we are having a boy. He is measuring on the bigger side. So that makes a lot more sense because the weight gain has been more, it's just physically felt heavier. So it's been tough. In general, all of the symptoms have been more or less the same, slightly different, of course, but more or less the same. Like I have the acid reflux / heartburn. I have the round ligament pain. I will say that my back has been hurting more this pregnancy, but again, of course, like I said, it's because he is measuring on the bigger side. So we'll see kind of how that all plays out. But I will say one of the things that has been plaguing me specifically in like the past month or so is I have been like doing like the middle of the night or like super early morning wake ups, and I can't go back to sleep because I'm starving. And it's so annoying because I'm like, okay, I guess like I'll go down and eat something and try to, and then get back to sleep, and then I'm up for a couple hours, and luckily I am usually able to get back to sleep at least for an hour or so before my daughter wakes up. So it hasn't been the worst, but that's been tough for sure. It's been tough, but we're getting ready. And one of the things I'm getting ready, well, I mean, a lot of things that I'm getting ready, but specifically, I'm getting ready to pack my hospital bag. So I'll do a separate video on that in case you're interested, because I was able to reference my list from the first time and I made a few changes, and I'm gonna do a little comparison and also see like what's different and whatever. But anyway, yeah, so that's coming. We are prepping, gotta wash all the clothes and the swaddles and burp cloths and do all the laundry and set up our room for the room sharing with baby and all that stuff. So, and then I also need to, hold on, I'm gonna try this because I don't know how. Okay, it's not bad. I shouldn't have microwaved it. I was just lazy. I need to figure out what to do with my daughter because we don't know. My daughter, we still sleep with her. She sleeps in her bed. She is almost never not, like she's never slept on her own through the night. But I am planning to kind of practice having her sleep in her room starting pretty soon, actually, maybe like after this week. And I'll like go in there with her, and at first I'll sleep with her and then get her comfortable in her own sleep space, and that way she gets used to going to sleep there and waking up there. And eventually I will try to come out and have her see how it goes, her sleeping on her own. Worst case scenario, as part of like the postpartum plan, all that stuff, my mom will be coming to stay with us for a few months. So my mom, she said of course she doesn't mind going in there and sleeping with her, especially if she's not ready to be on her own. So we'll see how it all plays out. But yeah, that is a plan, because unfortunately it's not that, because the new baby won't be like in our bed, but I think it'll be hard on my daughter, because the baby will be waking up quite a bit, and so I don't want to disturb her sleep and all that stuff. So if it wasn't for all of that, I honestly wouldn't mind like having her stay. Like it doesn't bother me, it doesn't bother anybody, and she, like I know that like the time like that this happens is so short that I don't see the need to rush things. But anyway, that is a very specific scenario. So that's something we'll be working on. So anyway, going back to, yeah, like the whole like postpartum, all that stuff. So yes, my mom will be here. Thank goodness. I can't wait. She'll be here in like a little bit less than a month. I'm so excited because it'll just be so nice to have an extra set of hands, and especially someone that my daughter really, loves and trusts, and she can depend on her, and it'll just really, really help the whole process. And also because my husband, he does work remotely, but he won't be taking like a leave. It'll be like a partial leave, or he hasn't really decided fully how to do that. So it'll just be nice to have somebody dedicated to helping me and the kids and all that stuff. So that'll be really nice. So I'm really excited about that. And of course it'll just be nice to have my mom here. So that's that plan. In terms of like hospital, labor, all that stuff, I mean, I am planning for just a regular vaginal birth. I gave birth to my daughter. I was induced kind of accidentally. I don't know if I've ever shared this, but basically they accidentally broke my water at my 40-week appointment, just like slightly, so it didn't fully break. So I did have to go to the hospital, and I did have to be induced and all that stuff. So I'm hoping I won't have to be induced this time, but I also have no plans of going past 40 weeks. So if I have to be induced, I have to be induced. So I'm not quite there yet in terms of like discussing that with my doctors, but we'll get there. And then on top of that, I will be starting my like weekly monitoring in a few weeks, where they just, do the whole like strap the belly and check on the baby and all that stuff. They also need to check if the baby is still breech, at least as of 32 weeks. So let's check on that. And because baby is measuring bigger, they want to check on his growth as well. So just monitoring a bunch of things. So we're getting into those final stages where we got to figure all that stuff out. But anyway, yeah, so that's kind of like the plan. So I'm hoping if all goes well, we're in the hospital for maybe one night, depending on like the timing of things, maybe possibly two, but hopefully not more than that. I would, love to like get home and all that stuff. So I don't want to spend too much time in the hospital, especially with her daughter being here, but luckily she won't be, it's not like she'll be alone or anything like that, or with strangers, so it'll be fine. And then just in terms of my videos and my uploading, so I will be, taking some time off from uploading and all that stuff, but I will try to keep vlogging as much as possible, as much as I'm able. It's just a matter of when all that's gonna get uploaded. So I'll still have a regular upload schedule for like the next month, but pretty much the beginning of May, I think this is the plan, is where I'll have like my final upload according to my schedule, and then it'll probably be after about like, I don't know, we'll see. I can't say anything until I know like how I am and all that stuff, but the plan is to maybe get back to a somewhat regular uploading schedule after about like a month or so, but we'll see, and it won't be like my usual 3 days a week. We'll see when we get back to that. But anyway, yeah, so there will be a little break, but I will try to, upload whenever I can, and maybe even do like shorts, because that'll probably be easier for me to film and edit. So we'll see. But anyway, I won't be completely gone, but there'll be a definite change. I am really, really like over being pregnant. So I'm excited for things are happening, but I don't want it to happen too soon because there's still a bunch of like things I do on my checklist. So but we'll get there. Anyway, I'm pretty much done, but I'm gonna just finish this up. All right, so I hope you enjoyed chatting with me, or listening to me chat, I guess. Like I said, if you haven't tried the frozen kimbap, you should definitely try it, especially if you don't have access or don't know how to make like your own kimbap. But if you can, you should definitely try it. Either way, kimbap is great. It's one of my favorite foods, it really is. Okay, so thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Just loving